Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. It's your boy Tail Biz. All right, so check this out. All right, so Final Destination comes in number one. Final Destination Bloodline. If I'm not mistaken, this is the sixth or seventh installment of the Final Destination series. Basically, this is a movie about basically people that are supposed to die, but they end up basically cheating death, and then basically they're on a mission to basically prevent themselves from running from death. But we all know that isn't how how it works, because eventually death will find you one way or another. So, but you know, it just comes down to how how death meets you. But nevertheless, this has been a long standing franchise of basically people uh, meeting their maker in the most violent and absurd ways you you can meet your maker. But this particular um, this particular film is the highest grossing opening weekend for a Final Destination film, taking in $51 million on a $50 million budget, and it has a global take of 102 million, which means the movie has made back its production budget, which means from this point on the film will be in the black. And probably by next week, Warner Brothers will make an announcement that they will be another installment of the Final Destination series. Why stop? Why stop now? So, I mean, come on, you know how this works. They go by profit and how long you can push something. And they took a break from these films. They basically did a refresh of this film, and now, hey, is back to business. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Sometimes just take a chill pill from something and then refresh it, and then bring it back. And horror is in now. Horror films are in now based off the surprise success of the Terrifier, which, by the way, the Terrifier 4 is set to go into production, if I'm not mistaken, sometime, I think, between September and October for a 2026 release. But once again, horror films are in. So, with that being said, I haven't saw the movie, but I will go see it sometime this week. Probably go see it on Wednesday. But I really have enjoyed these Final Destination movies because it's just funny. These people just die in the most absurd ways you could just think of, and they're just really gruesome and very violent deaths. But that's what it's all about. But I cannot remember which Final Destination it was. I don't know if it was number three or number two, but it was a scene with Macaulay Williamson, and basically there was a scene where basically they walked in and he said, man, I've been trying to kill myself all day and I just wasn't able to do it, because he was like, and the whole theater broke out laughing because that just sounded absurd. Somebody saying, man, I've been trying to kill, somebody failing at trying to kill themselves. But it 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 was very funny to just hear that dude say something like that. And it just goes to show you how much work go into acting to just make sure you have a viable scene. But nevertheless, it was hilarious to hear him say that. So, with that being said, hey, let's see what happens next. Let's see what next week's tally will be. But nevertheless, this is your boy Town Biz. I'm out.